Spring's coming. Hey, question two. Spring, is this the time? What's the best time? I know, but Knoxville's a hot market right now, or East Tennessee. You got hot marketing, or it has been. When's the best time to sell a home?
Oh, my gosh. Anytime's the best time to sell a home. And I know that sounds generic, but here's the truth. Real estate is address specific. Say that 5 times fast. Location.
It
is address specific. You can watch the national news, you can watch the local news, but unless you realize that the only thing that matters is what's happening right around an address, I don't know how you plan to sell a house.
Hot addresses now.
Oh my gosh. It's not hot addresses, it's hot addresses and hot price points. You got to combine the two.
Okay, I got you.
You got to combine the two. Because if you come to, let's say, the Ebenezer corridor, and you put a house on the market for $200,000, we're gonna have a war. They're going to show up with pitchforks and pens and contracts.
In other words, at that price, you're going to have a
yes. But you put one on for $2 million.
You've reduced
you've reduced the amount of buyers that
certainly
buy the house. Yeah. Right? So it really is about price point and area and what's going on around that house.
But your team, I love the fact you guys embrace it all, because I was looking, you got the high-end homes.
We do.
But then again, I was just looking at this little cute, I just used the word cute, and I may have lost some man point, but it's a little craftsman-style home in North Knoxville on Glenwood.
It is cute.
3 beds, 2 baths, hardwood, and it's got that, it's got that big old deep front porch.
It's a craftsman.
Nice little yard.
Little house.
And it's just, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. You've got that in all of these homes. We had Karen Mills at Howland fell off the record a couple of years ago. I remember her talking about selling a home. And she says, I wanted to buy another home, but I had to sell mine first. And she said the real estate person told her, bury a statue of St. Joseph in the front yard. Well, she said her dog dug it up and buried it in the backyard. She said 2 days later, her doghouse sold.
But
then she says, I got to go out of town there. And she said, well, to sell a house, I got to get rid of this tree. There's a dead tree right in the front yard. She got the real estate person said it would be a good idea if you could do that. So she's got to go out of town, so she hires somebody, to cut the tree. Well, she comes home and there's a stump. She's got to go out of town again. She says, well, why didn't you get the stump? He said, I'm not a stump guy. You got to call a stump guy. So she calls a stump guy, goes out of town, comes back, and there's a big hole. She said, why didn't you fill in the hole? You need to call a landscaper for that. So she calls a landscaper, says, do something with this hole. Comes back home, he planted the tree. So you want somebody to give you answers
all the way to the end.
And obviously she didn't get what I'm gleaning from that. She did not get the advice that she needed. And you guys, I know you meet daily or just about. You have a home marketing group, and you talk about these problems, and you help folks solve the problem.
Well, every situation is completely different than the last. My house is different from your house, is different from the next house. My situation, am I selling because of transfer, or I just want a bigger house, or maybe I want a smaller house? Many people want a smaller house these days. Maybe, people sell because of life circumstances. And it just depends on the circumstance and where the house is and how much they owe on it. And do they have a second mortgage? And where are they going? And what are the interest rates? And what's the absorption rate of the product that they want to buy and the product that they want to sell? And we need to know all of these things, but it's very specific to that person's situation and their address.
Are you finding now that, and certainly now you can get a home and no money down. That's a good thing. You got interest rates dropping. Are you finding, too, though, you got two ends of the spectrum? I would imagine, and I guess I just have to reference me, and I got a couple of houses. I'd like to, at some point, sell them and get into a condo. Okay? Downsize. At some point I'm going to go, I don't want to mow anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I just don't
Popular statement.
I just don't want to deal with it anymore. And I'm going, well, where I want to, and I guess one of the problems I'm running into, where I'd like to move to, it doesn't seem like there's any properties in the price range. Is that a problem you run across? I know that's a mind bender, isn't it?
You mean somebody wants a unicorn? I've never heard that before.
This is what you were talking about, dealing with the public, right?
I mean, we all want what we want, don't we?
Sure.
Yes, I would love to roll downtown and find myself a great downtown
little
condo for $42,000 or so.
Yeah,
but
okay.
It's not there.
Yeah. All right.
And if I found it, I'd order 2.
I got you.
So sometimes it's just a matter of really teaching people about the market and what's available. And every now and again, you run across just screaming deals for one reason or another. But, in most cases, they're few and far between.
Yeah. And do most people, when they are like, okay, we're ready to move, we found a house we want, but we got to sell ours first.
That's a dangerous game to play. That's a dangerous game to play, especially in this market, because those houses generally aren't there when you're ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of, you've got to get your house ready to go, get it on the market. You got to jump off the high dive at some point.
Now, but is it also a dangerous game to go, okay, I want to sell my house. And I know, and if all of a sudden, and because you sell houses very quickly. Mm-hmm. I mean, you guys are known for.
Hopefully.
Well, you guys are known for, before they even get on the market a lot of times.
A lot of times.
So, do you ever end up with people going, okay, Holly, I got to move in with you because.
Well, listen, I've offered the guest room more than once.
I bet you have, yeah.
I won't lie. But you have to understand that when you're selling your house, you control the transaction. I mean, you're driving the train. It's your house.
You can say, okay, we're going to sell this house, but we have X amount of time to get out of it.
Correct.
Or,
you get to approve the terms.
I got you.
You get to approve the terms. We don't have that authority. We don't get to say, you're moving. We don't get to do that. We have, as a seller, you are driving the train.
Why don't other realtors tell you that?
I really don't know. I can't answer that.
Because I've dealt with people, and they're like, because normally I hear, I don't, I hear, I don't know about that. I guess you'll just have to
move.
Yeah, you're maybe if you got some relatives you can move in.
Call your ma.
Yeah. We'll come back and we'll see what I tell you what, we'll get Holly's best advice. We'll get her best advice.
Oh, this could get juicy.
Oh, I like it. Well, I'm talking about selling a home.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
sorry.
No problem.
Okay, I got you covered.
See, it's Valentine's is coming up.
Oh, no.
Keep it moving.
And it's pretty important to
people. He does weddings and bar mitzvahs.
All right, we got 6:46. 55 on the way to 63. It is 8:51. 9 before 9 o'clock. HomeMarketingGroup.com. The Holli McCray Home Marketing Group. I was just looking on the website at listings coming soon. And my gosh, there's Seymour and Morristown and just all of these. You were telling me right now you've got buyers lined up.
We have a lot of buyers.
And you need more houses.
We all need more houses. Yes. Our process is to meet with buyers one at a time and figure out what their situation is and what they need and what their timing is and what they're pre-qualified for and what they want in a home and, what they need for their family and when they need to move. And again, forming a strategy specific to that person. And what we are finding is that we are stacking these buyers up because we don't have enough houses to sell. So we need more houses.
You need product.
We do.
Wow.
A lot more.
Well, I mean, you've got good product, but you, as you said, you need more. And you got them everywhere. I mean, you've got them all over the place. I mean, here's a beautiful little place in Maynardville, $65,000. Here's property. Here's this. Here's, here's a home in West Knoxville. I bet you the next time I look, that $215,000 house won't even be there.
Probably not.
I mean, that's how quick these things go. Your advice to people right now, and you hear this, and you told me, it's like, yeah, we're going to sell it in April, I think. And you say,
do it now. Do it now. Because, listen, if you're going to say the same thing as everyone else, what does that tell you? What does that tell you about April?
Your competition's going to be.
Everybody's coming out in April. Yes, you let one person say dogwood in this town, and whammo, we get all the houses on the market. But the smart play is to do it now. Just get your house ready to go now. Start forming the plan and the strategy to sell the house now.
When you say get your house ready, what do we need to do? I mean, I know that it's a
price war and a beauty contest.
All right. Price war and beauty. In other words, you need to fix everything. Or as much as you can, I guess.
Listen, I mean, have you met one person that said, I think I'd like to move in this house and do tons of work? I mean, it just doesn't happen very often.
Yes, I'm that guy.
You are that guy. I know, that's true. You are the one person.
But that is a rarity, I'm sure.
Now, some people do want a fixer-upper, but most people are too busy.
Yes.
They just want to buy the house, sign the docs, U-Haul in the driveway, unload their pretty little Pottery Barn couch, and bam, life goes on. That's what they want. So, it is a price war and a beauty contest. We need to make it very easy for people to see the house. We need to properly place the furniture. We need to get the stuff off the countertop. I mean, there's so many little things to do. But, of course, that's all the things we talk about in the meetings.
Okay. Now, as I said, this is the time. People just need to call you. 833-HMG-SOLD.
Yes, sir.
Which it has actually numbers. But or homemarketinggroup.com, you can get you.
Correct.
And on there, too, you can also find some great testimonials of people who've said, they sold my house in a day or a week or this, and they showed us how to do it.
Right.
Because there's an art. I mean, like you said, there's got to be
strategy.
Yeah.
There's a strategy to it. And we are sometimes the bearer of bad news. We don't always tell people what they want to hear. But we do tell them how to get where they want to go and how to get the most money for it. So,
in other words, let's say that I had a Dale Earnhardt mural on my living room wall. You might say to me, I'd paint over that.
You might take a picture of that bill and mount it on a canvas and get yourself some kills.
Yeah, just get some. Yeah, get rid of that and repaint. Don't paint it. Don't paint rooms black or orange and purple.
There are some rooms I could get on board with black paint in, but there's a strategy for each and every home, and real estate is not a one size fits all business.
All right. Well, one of the things too that I love is that you said, you the seller, you are the quarterback, you are driving.
Oh, definitely the seller controls the transaction.
All right. All right, it's a hot market. We'll talk again sometime soon.
I would like that. Thank you.
All right, now, can I ask you about the key around your neck? Is that just I have the key to your new home? What?
Oh, no. As a matter of fact, one side says let go, and the